About to listen to a typical day of what happens on Zoom at microstrader.com. If you think this would help your trading, check us out. All right, to the top of the strong range. So we've been ping-ponging here for a little bit. Nice ping-pong in here. Resolved to the north. Notice it resolved it, back tested it, and there's the move. That's why I said if this thing can push through, you wanted to take a small long off of this, you can now lock in your 10-pointer and just be a happy camper. And if 10 is what you make, it's a beautiful day. All right, now we're back to this strong level. It's been tapped multiple times. Nice, Roger. Beautiful, dude. Yep, locking your 10-pointer is awesome. If we can clear this strong level here, man, first one would be making it to the POC from Sunday to Monday at 01. That'd give you a 20-pointer from here if you withstood this heat. Ideal stop loss is where? It's under the low. And now let's see if it wants to run up here. Giving you a 20-pointer. Longs or counter, small if at all, never making things worse. See money, take money. Even if you just have one contract, you need to take part of this. Don't think this is the 100-point move. It could be. What do I know? When you have these strong ranges, often if you're wanting to trade long, trading 50% of it is kind of a greedy entry. The greedier would be the bottom, right? And if you're got a strong range and you're wanting to trade short, when price was down here and it came back up in, you could trade the edge, trade the middle, or you could trade the upper edge. And those middle trades are often really good. So I was up 10 points plus a little bit from last night. So I played a little aggressive here. When we cleared this, what did I do? I took a long right there. Boom. So I'm long for that. Otherwise, longs are counter, small if at all, never making things worse. See money, take money. Actually, you are at a 20-pointer. It'd be a 30-pointer if we make it up there to the next strong level. So now nothing to do but hold on. Nice job, guys and ladies. Very nice, very nice. You only need one good trade. We got it. And once again, if it clears a strong and you won't, that's often a really good trade you can take as well. It's a little more aggressive. I'm not going to call that one out because that has you going long in the top of the upper distribution of the day's range. But what did we have above our heads? All of these untouched magnets here. And if it runs to those, it's going to be a beautiful trade. Are you smiling there, Mr. Roger? I think if it touches this strong, Mr. Roger, if you wanted to move your stop to the 20, capture your 20, but let it try to get there, because maybe it'll touch the strong level, kind of back test this trend line and maybe push over it. But I'd capture the 20 if it gets up there a little bit more. That's a nice day. You're looking really good. You're looking good, my friends. Unfortunately, my long is a little later. Nice job, James. Remember, it's the day after holiday. We had a big gap down. We had no SCOTUS decision. Every trade is dangerous. Longs are counter, small if at all. Jackie, what I did on that entry here, let me make this what I did is when I went long here, had this fair value gap here, I was going to allow price to tag that fair value gap and get back up, so my stop was underneath there, is how I did it. That way, if it wanted to fill that fair value gap, I was going to let it and keep my stop here, but underneath there, I don't care. I don't want it to fill that fair. I do not want it to fill that fair value gap. Coming against the trend line, that might be all we do. That could be it. We're on the right side of this deal. Nice job. We got three big things. We got the trend line, we got the POC from Sunday to Monday, and then the strong level. If we can get above it, woo, that could be fun. If price turns around into here, we can't be shocked. Can't be shocked. We're counter. And it seems like at some point in here, the bears might get activated. But maybe that won't happen up here. And by then, this has moved so much that could ignite short covering. All right. I'm hitting my second 10-pointer today here. If I wanted to grab that. All right. Beautiful, beautiful. Come on. Pop it, pop it. Let's go. All right, Mr. Rogers, since we're touching that trend line, I don't know. I think I want you to go ahead and move your stop and capture your 20-pointer because we are certainly hitting an area where price could bounce back down. I don't know if it's worth giving up 10 points. Go ahead and move your stop to a 20-pointer. And then don't move it again. Like, that's a wonderful day because if this thing does short cover, you're going to be in a phenomenal trade. My data shows whenever George says, come on, the move goes another 5 points. All right, that's fun. So you had a couple opportunities there, not just the most amazing things that you'll ever look back and go, why didn't I do that? You had to take back and forth here, back and forth here. Where's ideal stop loss? Ideal stop loss is under the low. We talked earlier that one of the nice things about the strong levels is when they reclaim them, you can look to use them as a point to get into a trade. Not my favorite place to go long towards the top of, but this was, you almost can't count this price action in a way. This is waiting for SCOTUS action, right? You're at 30 points now. That's nice. Nice job, guys. You made your day. You don't need any more green over greed. When we're done with this morning's session, please don't trade again. Enjoy your day. And we'll check back in later. We'll see what happens. Just because we are moving up now doesn't mean we don't make a new low today. I think I'm going to go ahead and capture my 10-pointer. That'll be 2 10-pointers today. That's a good day. And maybe we'll blow the top off this strong level here. The goal would be to push through that strong level like it's not even there. Do not bounce off of it, please. Just go. This is what we do, guys. This is how we trade. This is how we map out our entries. We map out our exits. We talk about the nuances of price action and constantly reinforce the good, solid principles of good trading. If you think this would help your trading, check us out at microstrader.com. If you're long, you want to try to stay long, but we are certainly at an area that price could easily push back in with big down candles. So have your stop in, please. Make sure you capture part of this move. And I'm out. So that's 2 10-pointers. I'm happy with it. It came back in and tagged up with the POC from Sunday, which we said totally would be in line with what price should do. Testing this trend line. We'll see if it wants to get underneath here. So I'll tell you what I'd look for here. If price slammed through this level, I mean slammed, I would take this short. But if you're long, try to stay long. Make sure you're capturing part of the move. I'd recommend make sure you're capturing either a 10 or a 20-pointer. And you're actually at a 30-pointer if you went, I'm out. Exit. Nothing wrong with that either. The only thing I would tell you to do if you chose exit all right now and captured your 30-pointer would be to continually mentally trade it as if you didn't do that. Because we're certainly had a beautiful move out of this strong range here that was just incredible. Strong move, fair value gapping, fair value gapping. No more fair value gaps. Why? Well, we're coming into this area here. We expect that. Nice trading, guys. So 12 minutes here at this level against the trend line, against the POC for the last, Sunday and Monday. It's a perfect place for price to come back in. Okay, back to real-time George. And that was basically our morning. Price did tap out right here against the trend line, the Sunday through Monday POC, and that strong level came back in, got underneath and made a new low. So hopefully you enjoyed listening to about our entries, how we talked about our exits, how we encourage each other, the nuances of price action, and constantly reinforcing solid basics of great trading. If you think this type of daily commentary would help you out in your trading, check us out at microstrader.com. We also go live every Tuesday morning on YouTube. It's a great way to check us out. Also, on Monday nights, the battle plan is unlocked for everybody. So what you want to do is Monday, look at the battle plan, come join us on Tuesday. And then if you love that, grab yourself the week trial of the battle plan. You get a free Zoom pass. Come and join us right in our Zoom room live with us. And then if you decide that you love all of that and you want to learn our scalping system and you want to learn everything, consider becoming a full member. Have a great day.